Have you ever played a quest where you gotta follow scribbles on a used napkin instead of actual quest markers? Have you ever had to wander aimlessly, looking for holy trash for hours on end? You know what quest this is? It's the most disgusting waste of time any one of us has ever spent. It's the freaking Knights of the Nine quest. Huge shout out to Heretican for suggesting me to play this for my next video. I had a lot of fun playing this one. To begin this putrid quest, I fast traveled all the way to Anvil. While in the city, you make your way over to this prophet. Now there's no better way to start off a garbage quest than with a garbage introduction. So you talk to some Sheogorath wannabe spouting some gibberish. Honestly, just listen to this guy.
Follow the map I gave you, visit the wayshrines of the Nine, pray, and wait for a sign.
The prophet talks your ear off for about 10 IRL minutes as the information goes in one ear and out the other. All in all, he tells you to visit a bunch of chapels to really begin this quest. So you end up checking your map and, there's nothing there. You check your inventory and you find some toilet paper with some scribbles written on it. So I go back to my map and, it still wasn't updated. Yeah, turns out you gotta follow this loser's map without actual markers. You have to visit all 9 of these chapels without actual guidance. This part is gonna waste between 1 to 5 hours of your life. So I made it to my first chapel and look at this. Look at the comparison here. It's off by a pretty freaking good margin. How could they allow this? Anyways, it took me forever to find the rest, but I eventually did. However, when I came up on the Kinnereth Wayshrine, all hell broke loose. This one took me half an hour to find. Honestly, look at my map here. I seriously couldn't find it. I ended up looking all over and even searching in a pond and I just couldn't find it. But out of the corner of my eye, I eventually see it off in the distance. Now look at the comparison with this one. How the hell is this supposed to be an accurate map? The developers just give you the biggest F you to the face. They just say, hey, take this map, it's almost accurate. After you're done visiting the last of the 9 wayshrines, you're launched into the freaking stratosphere. You're treated to the biggest sleeper of a conversation you've never had.
1,000 curses upon his unholy name.
Yeah, anyways, I almost fell asleep during this part. So, eventually, you open a stone door, go into an underwater cave, and find some loser's skeleton. After that, you take everything he owned. After that mess, you go to a random place called the Priory of the Nine! For ease, we're just gonna call it the home base. When you're done checking out the trashed place, you shove your new ring into the floor because why not? And a secret passage opens up. And...
Who comes before us upon this sacred ground?
After more dialogue that makes you question your entire existence, you're forced into a fight.
Sir Junkin.
Yeah, Sir Junkcan and friends to prove yourself. So the ghosts tell you to find a bunch of holy crap. Out of all the crap you're told to fetch, you're most likely to get the gauntlets first. It sounds like an easy one to get, so we get there and then we realize it is easy. Except for most of the questline now, you're cursed.
You lifted the curse? But that means that now you've cursed yourself. Why would you do such a thing?
Yeah, great. As if the whole process couldn't get any worse, it eventually did. Obviously, the Cursed Crusader tries to get the mace next, considering it's probably the next easiest relic to get, and guess what? You tried everything, trying to throw spells, and eventually you keep trying to walk in the air. Turns out, you can't even get the mace yet. You have to get all of the other holy crap first. Why couldn't they just tell me to get the other relics before I tried to get the freaking mace? So now, defeated, the cursed mother freaking Crusader tries to get the holy shield. While face planting over and over and over and over. Like, come on, I keep face planting. I keep eating it. Why did I have to get the gauntlets first? You eventually end up doing the world's longest and strangest puzzle out there, and then you finally get your shield. Getting the boots for some reason turns out to be the easiest part of the whole quest line. You purposefully get slapped by a bear and you just pick them up from a cave. Why couldn't the other ones be this easy? Oh yeah, you can now get the Crusader's mace now. So you go all the way back and you get the mace. You know what, you guys want to play a game? Here's a game for you.
Who's that Pokemon? It's
the mace from the worst goddamn quest I've ever played in my freaking existence. So you get back to home base and some Knights of the Nine fanboy gives you the greaves and a location for a sword. Oh yeah, a bunch of random people during your questing ended up joining the Knights of the Nine, so bonus, I guess. Also, a female walks around without a shirt. I just thought I should leave that in. I don't know.
Whoa! Where's his shirt? What the hell?
When you get to the dungeon, it's just a normal dungeon crawl where you just get the sword, you purify this hunk of garbage, and you head back home. When you get back home, you listen to the worst speech imaginable.
You are an embodiment of Pelinal Whitestrake, the bane of Umarul the Unfeathered.
Why is this loser back at it again, speaking to me and my boys? Honestly, I haven't been listening to anything anyone's been saying up until this point. Everything about this questline is just boring. All I know and remember until this point is that Big Boss must kill. Eventually you kill Big Baddie, and then you kill him again? Okay. And then I realized you could probably grab his sword a second time, so I eventually tried and I did. So, yeah. I have 2 hunks of trash in my inventory now. Nice. So you get teleported back to home base after killing Big Boss twice in a row for some reason, and now you're given a pretty decent speech.
Today we have witnessed undeniable proof of the strength and the might of the gods we serve.
Yeah, I'm the man. I only wasted 2 hours looking for wayshrines and another 2 looking for holy relic trash that I'll never use, but yeah. The most interesting part of this whole questline is that the celebration was interrupted by a freaking rat.
Again.
For the 9!
How can this be, you ask? One of our foe, what has become of Umarul the Unfeathered? Umarul has been slain by the Crusader.
This is finally the end of the worst questline I've ever played in all of Oblivion and even Skyrim combined. Thank you for, yeah, I'm just too disappointed to finish this outro. This quest honestly ruined my whole year.